I long to live only to Him and to be in tune for His praise and service forever. Oh, for spirituality and holy fervency, that I might spend and be spent for God to my latest moment.
Its contrast with the rest of what Edwards published is that it's a very personal book. It's about a person's life.
It's said that there wasn't a domestic or foreign American missionary who didn't have this work in his saddlebag or in his trunk.
I think it's safe to say that outside the Bible, Jonathan Edwards' publication of the life of David Brainerd is the most influential book on missions in modern history.
He says God has two main ways of commending what they used to call true religion in the world. One is by doctrine and precept, he wrote, and the other is by instance and example.
Edwards wasn't publishing the life of Brainerd to show what an exemplary missionary looks like, but what an exemplary Christian looks like.
And the person that he wrote about the most as a role model of true religion or genuine Christianity was David Brainerd.
He's not some macho, rested, tanned, and ready kind of, a rugged American individual ready to go into the wilderness and, dominate the natives.
He's a guy who's out in the woods trying to share the gospel with Native American Indians. He's all by himself. He gets lonely. He has self-doubt.
If the life of Brainerd was as depressing for earlier generations as it is for us, then the question has to be asked is why did earlier generations continue to read it, and why was it continued to be printed?
The main point of David Brainerd in keeping a journal was introspection. He was actually wanting every day to be aware of how he was struggling spiritually.
A.W. Tozer once used the phrase about the piercing sweetness of knowing Christ, how the closer a person gets to Christ, the more miserable they become, in one sense. Because the closer they get to Christ, the more unlike Christ they realize themselves to be.
So I don't think that dynamic of feeling like a wretched person is ever going to go away until God completely removes our sinfulness.
But I think a real key in reading biography, Christian biography, is to allow it to inspire us and instruct us.
He brings his own kind of broken experience, his own weaknesses, his own foibles with him, and he does something extraordinary. And who wouldn't want to do that with their life?